story cubes. Have you ever played this?
I have not played this one, but I have seen it.
So, Rory story cubes, you have a bunch of dice, 9 dice, right? And each one of the dice has 6 different images on their sides. Like this dice has a dice on it and a hand, and I don't even know what the heck is that. Oh, it's a beetle.
Oh, right? that's yeah.
I think it's
almost looks like an imperial beetle.
I didn't see the crown, but okay. Magnifying glass, you get the idea. And what you're going to do with this, you roll it. Ta-da! And according to the rules, you start with 1. So let's say I'm going to start with this airplane, right? And then I need to tell a story using all of the dice that are face up. And so I started with, once upon a time, there was a man that was taking a plane. And there was a small child behind him, a little demon child, right? That was just yelling and screaming and kicking his chair the entire time. He was quite upset. So, the speech bubble. So, he cussed him out. Oh, that's when airplane cop, what's...
Air marshal.
The air marshal came out, and he had a big L.
Anyway, that's how you play the game. You just make up stories. I really like this game for, like I said, I haven't played it, but I like it for especially younger kids. It helps them, develop creativity. It helps get those creative juices flowing, to use your imagination and stuff like that.
Well, I certainly would break it out during game night, simply because unless your people are like that,
yeah,
right. But if you want to have a creative writing, you don't know this is good for homeschool, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Because this is perfect for creative writing, right? I have it actually for my speech class. I teach a high school speech class, and this is a fantastic way of getting kids used to the idea of telling a speech, doing improv, being fast about it. I give them 3 minutes. Once they roll the dice, they have a minute to come up with their story, and then they have to tell their story in 3 minutes, right? And then the next kid comes up, we roll the dice. So it's a great way, like you said, showing off some creativity, get your creative juices flowing. But as far as game night goes, right?
It's kind of slow.
Yeah, it depends on the crowd.
That's true,
right? But I can't imagine after playing a bunch of different fun games and winning car races and different chases and you're saying, let's bust out the story cubes. Guys,
where are you going?
You guys leaving now? It's only 7. But anyway,
but it's
for what it is. It's I think worth. I paid $8. This is actually the most expensive of the flea market finds I had, but I knew I was going to use it for my speech class, so I was like, okay, I got leave money. All right, and then finally, can it be our last game?
Well, it's the 5th one.
Mindtrap. Have you ever played Mindtrap?
I have played Mindtrap.
So here's the deal with Mindtrap. Mindtrap, I paid $5 for this. I see this all the time at flea markets, especially virtual flea markets. Usually people are asking $10 for it, right? I actually tried to get this a couple different times. I was trying to lowball people and said, I'll give you $5. And somebody came back and said, I'll give you $8. And they're like, deal. And I was like, I would have paid $8 for this. I should have paid the 10, right? Well, and eventually I found somebody that was willing to say, okay, I'll take that $5. And I'm like, sweet. So Mindtrap has a ridiculous amount of cards. And what it is it's, I wouldn't say it's like, let's bust this out game and everybody's gather around to play. It's just one of those filler type games if you have it on game night. Again, we're teachers, so this is actually perfect.
It's for critical thinking.
Critical thinking skills. So Mindtrap, you're going to have a question, and then the answer's on the back. So if you're actually, reading this to somebody, you want to put your hand behind it so they can't see the answer. And then it is, if you liked Encyclopedia Brown stories growing up,
oh, yes,
you'll like Mindtrap, because this
especially
one
if
here,
you're old enough to like Encyclopedia Brown.
right? D. Scepter, the famous magician, announced blah blah blah, and then there's always the the detective knew that he was lying because of whatever, right? So I love that, but it's not just that. It's also some brain teasers, like for instance,
like this one. This one says, "What is the next letter in the following sequence? O T T F F S S." So you think about it. You're going to put the little graphic up, right?
Yeah, put that graphic up right there.
All right.
So what do you think? Pause it. Pause the video now if you want to think about it, but because we're about to tell you the answer.
OTTFFSS.
So O stands for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So E.
E is the next one.
E for 8.
But that's it. That's all this game is. You just solve these puzzles and the riddles, mind benders, mind teasers, mind traps, if you will, and you just solve. It makes you think, and I like a good thinking game.
Here we go. I'm going to give you this one. We didn't practice this.
Okay, all right, didn't know this one. All right.
Which one of the 4 following words does not belong in this group, and why? Here are the words: Oriole, orange, month, oil.
I'm gonna say Oriole.
And what is your rationale behind that?
Because Oriole is multiple syllables. Orange, month, and oil all have one syllable.
Orange, month, oil.
Oh, oil. Okay, well, I'm wrong. That's what I get for trying to.
It sounded good up until I said oil.
Earl, black gold.
Earl.
Texas tea. All right.
Three
of them start with O. Month doesn't start with
Oriole, orange, month, oil. So month, obviously, right?
So, but that seems too easy. That's why I didn't go with that one right away.
Oil. Because you can rhyme a word with oil.
Oh.
But all the other ones, Oriole, no. Month, no. Orange, actually you can rhyme with orange. Door hinge.
I don't think so. I don't think that works.
The door hinge, the orange. Close enough.
That's right.
All right. So that's
anyway,
my
that's the game. It adds nice banter when you're talking stuff like this. I enjoy this one. I enjoy this one a lot.
Now I got this. Not all of them are winners like that one. Not all of them are great. Some of them are just impossible. Like I would have never got that one. Like that one.
Yeah.
Right. I would have went with month as well. Everything else is O. Right. Makes sense. But there are some good ones. I like that first one. You know, the O and the T.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And so this is what I did. Since we're school teachers, like I've said a million times, the first couple days of school, I had my groups in my teams, you know, because Kagan, and I gave each team 3 of these cards. 3 cards that I was pretty sure that they could probably break, right? They could figure out. And then gave them instructions on how to read them and talk amongst themselves and figure it out. And the kids had a really good time. It was a good 30 minutes because once they solved their 3, they went and passed them to the other groups, you know, that weren't next to them so they can hear them say the answer. You know, they did 9 cards and it really helped build some team unity. So again, game night, maybe, right? Hey, well, we're waiting for John to arrive. You know, let's go through a few of these, right? Or it's just
just brain puzzles,
right?
I like brain puzzles.
Great to do with your kids, you know. Or I wouldn't bring this whole thing, you know, to a restaurant, but maybe grab a couple and then say, okay, well, we're waiting for our food, blah blah blah. That's not bad. I paid $5.
Yeah, I would pay up.
It's a steal for $5.
I would pay up to $5 is a great
right.
Is a great price.
Great for any classroom teacher, homeschool, something like that. Yeah. Perfect. Or if you just like these, I actually like these.
I do too.
Things, right?
I enjoy that.
So there you go. So anyway, that's Flea Market Finds. We hope that you enjoyed this. Why don't you leave some comments below about some flea market finds that you've found for on the
good
cheap
price? Yeah, absolutely. And if you're looking for a flea market to go to. Day of Games, Lakeland Game Club. If you're in Central Florida, we're having our Day of Games number 4 on Saturday, November 4th. So check them out at lakelandgameclub.com.
Tickets still available unless this is viewed by you after November 4th, and then tickets for Day of Games 5 Might be
Coming soon.
We're going to actually change our venue
Yes.
for this. And instead of being limited to just 65 people, we now are limited to 300.
300. So we have plenty of room for everybody, still keeping it cheap, $10, so the whole family can come out and enjoy a day of games.
And
with lots and lots of prizes.
We've been contacted by a variety of different companies. They're sending prizes, right? Brand new games that you could win.
So it's going to be a great time. We always
with tickets that you can win.
Play to win games, all sorts
Right?
of stuff.
All the tournaments are free. Okay, so there you go. That's Flea Market Finds. If you ever go to a board game convention, you definitely want to check out the flea markets. I'll give you a hint. If you wait till the last 15 minutes of the flea market, all of those prices are half price. Because they've flown down. Like we went to the Dice Tower, right? The last 15 minutes of the flea markets, their $40 game that they were asking for, they're like half off, $20, right? Buy one, get one free. Because they don't have room in their suitcase to bring it back. So you can find some amazing finds. However, most of the good stuff's probably gone. But that's why you're going to find these.
That's right, exactly.
Flea market finds. And of course, there's virtual flea markets as well. I would definitely, get a BGG account and do the virtual flea market. I sell a bunch of my games. I make over $100 all the time. Putting a fairly decent price on them and getting rid of the card games, the different games. That's what it's called.
Games.
And making enough money to buy new games with it. And then I find some excellent deals. In fact, I got Revolution for $20, and that's out of print.
That's great.
Right? And I love that game.
Flea markets are a great way to scratch that itch for new board games without having your wife go crazy because you're spending so much money on board games.
Yeah, so that's what I always say. I say, hey, listen, I made $100. Now, I spent $300 on the games originally.
They don't remember that. They don't remember that.
Hey, I made $100. So when I buy, $100 worth of games, I have space on my Calyx shelves. Is what I'm saying.
That's right.
Because once I run out of room, I can't buy a new game, so I have to. Now. Anyway, there you go. Hope that you enjoyed Flea Market Finds. If you did, let us know in the comments below.